So would you like to look younger? Well, today I'm sharing 10 tips to help you look younger. Today's video is sponsored by City Beauty, and they are a pro-aging beauty brand, so you know where we're going. Oh my goodness, welcome to today's video. My name is Kay, and this is Dress for My Day, and I tell you, I'm doing this with fear and trepidation, mainly because I don't want you to misinterpret what we're doing here. I am all for us looking our age. I really am. I'm proud of my age. I'm 59 years old. I worked hard to earn those 59 years, and I'm blessed by 59 years. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be getting older instead of the alternative, which would be not to be here. So I'm grateful that I'm still here for my kids, and my parents are still here. My mom is still here. She's getting older with me, and I'm so grateful for that too. And I'm glad that you are getting older and that you have people around you who are so glad that you are older and that you're not gone. So this is not so much about how to turn back the hands of time. We're not trying to erase something that, you know, we just can't do. And I'm not going to be telling you to do extreme things. But here's what I am going to do, because I know we don't have all day. What I am going to do is I'm going to share some options. I've got 10 plus a few bonus tips for how to look a little younger. And by that, what I really mean is how to not look so old, how to not look older than we really are. And you know, just hang with me, because I think you're gonna like where this is going. I believe that we need to think about what is younger. When we say we want to look younger, or somebody wants to look younger, or she looks younger than she really is, what are we saying? And I think what we have to do is we have to identify some factors that equal youth, right? Those things, those attributes that signal youth to our eyes and maybe even our ears. And then we have to find out what those attributes are, those physical characteristics, and also those ways of carrying ourselves, the way we behave, that indicates to people that we are old. So when we do that, when we look for those factors, then we can zero in on those and we can fix them a little bit if we want to, or we can say, I don't care, don't want to fix that, and we can move on. And you'll see what I mean, because I'm going to offer you 10 plus tips, but I'm not even going to take them all. I'm not going to do all these. And you don't have to either, ladies. The first one is, as we get older, for the most part, for many of us, our eyelashes thin. They just start to thin, maybe they get shorter, and a lot of that is hormonal. As our hormones change in our body as we go through menopause and after, it just does change the way our hair grows, our eyelashes, but we can do some things to fix that. So I have been using City Lash. This is a City Beauty product, City Lash, and it's just a little ointment, I guess you'd say, that you brush onto your lash line, just above your lashes, morning and night. But I tell you what, ladies, this has been a huge game changer for me. It really has made my lashes fill out more. It's made them a little bit, I think, sturdier, so they don't fall out as much. My lashes used to do that a lot. They just fall out. They're not doing that as much. So this lash ointment really does work for me, and I think it would work for you. I think it's definitely worth giving it a try. Now, after, of course, when I'm putting my makeup on, I actually use another City Beauty product, and that is their Beyond Mascara. And that has been a great mascara too. I'm very picky about my mascara, mainly because my lashes are so thin, so short, so tiny, that if I use a lot of mascaras that are on the market, they just gloop up and I have a huge mess. And I think that is something that also ages us. As women get older and our lashes get smaller and our lashes get tiny, and then we continue to try to use the mascara that maybe our daughter or our granddaughter is using, and they're using this high-powered mascara, and then it just makes a gloopy mess, and that mess makes us look old. So instead, I really would encourage you to find a mascara that really works for you, that goes on. This one goes on, to me, nice and liquidy, so it doesn't go on clumpy. It just really works nicely for me. I think every woman is different as to what mascara she can wear. I can recommend this one. It does work for me. I love it. I buy it over and over. I use it over and over, and it really does work. But you should try it or another one. Now, let me give you a little tip for when you do mess up your mascara or your eyeliner or something, because that's something I think ages us too. Like I said, sometimes I see women and they have lots of little mascara, dots all over the lid of their eye. And hey, I've done it too, but it's probably because I've been in a hurry, because I know better. I know what to do about that. Here's what you do. After you apply your mascara, after you've completely finished your makeup and your mascara is dry, then you get a Q-tip and you just go back, look in the mirror, get up real close, get your reading glasses on, and look real close. And if you see any little residue of mascara on your eyelid, take that Q-tip, dry Q-tip, and just wipe that little residue. It will come right off. It won't smear, it won't smudge, it'll just flake right off. I tell you, it works. And that right there will make you look younger because you won't look like an old lady who could not see to get her mascara on correctly. That was a bonus. Tip number 2 is our eyebrows do the same thing. Our eyebrows start thinning out. I've never had much eyebrows. So and I have blonde hair underneath this gray. I really did have blonde hair. And so my brows have my whole family, we all have thin, blonde, gray brows. And so, but if you think about it, young people have denser eyebrows, they're fuller and they're darker. And so that's one great way, easy way really, that we can look a little younger. Now this is optional, once again, you don't have to do this, but you can see the difference it makes when I do color in my eyebrows. I use a little, like a putty, a dip brow, I think it's called a dip pomade, and I use a brush. I've just found that's the way that gives me the most control. And so of course there are pencils, there are little creamy pencils, there are these pomades, there are powders, there's all sorts of things you can use on your brow. Find the thing that gives you the most sense of control so that you can do it. And I'll tell you, shaping your brows, filling in your brows, it just takes practice. And on any given day, I may look like a clown. That's just how it goes. I mean, most days I think I do pretty well on this, but it just takes practice, and you know what? It's just not going to be the same every day, and it's okay. We just have to give ourselves a little grace. The main thing you want to do is fill them in a little bit, darken them up a little bit, just so that you have some brows that's going to make you look younger. And it's going to frame your eyes, which is going to make your eyes brighter, and that's also going to make you look younger. Now, City Beauty does have a brow serum also that will help to restore and revitalize your brows. I've not tried it, but you definitely might want to try that also. Tip number 3, as we move down the face here, is our lips. And you know, like I do, if you are 50 and above, you know that your lips are changing. As we get older, our lips tend to get thinner. They tend to just get like less of them. Like they're thinner, but there's also just less padding, right? They just go down in size, and then we get these little cracks on the outside of them that makes our lipstick and our lip color kind of bleed out onto our skin. Oh my goodness. But the good news is that City Beauty also has a great solution for that. Now, I've told you in the past that I use the City Beauty City Lips Lip Plumpers. I use them before I'm putting my makeup on, like as I'm doing my skincare. After I've brushed my teeth and I've gotten my moisturizer on, I go ahead and I put on that clear City Beauty City Lips Lip Plumper, just to go ahead and start plumping up the lips a little bit, get them moisturized, get them ready for some lipstick. But now, and actually I think I said in, I don't know, 2 or 3 videos ago that I even wear that when I go to bed. I was using that as a nighttime treatment because that product has made it where my lips never get chapped and they feel so much healthier. It's amazing to me. The good news is right after I made that video, City Beauty let me know that they were actually creating a new product that is come out this week, and it is City Lips Night Oil. This product does so many different things. It exfoliates your lips. It keeps your lips more hydrated and moist. and it also plumps your lips and really helps them to get plumper. It gives you really, it mimics the results that you get with lip fillers. So it's pretty amazing. And I'll tell you what happened the first night I used it. I woke up in the morning and my lips actually were a little chapped. And I thought, oh no, I don't like this. But then I realized that's before I knew that it exfoliates. So I think what had happened was my lips probably need to be, some dead skin need to come off. And so it did that. And ever since then, as I've used it, I've not had that issue at all anymore. I wake up, my lips are moist, they are plump, they are healthy. And so now when I go to put my lipstick on, it is just so much easier. It's just, oh, I feel like it's like youth in a bottle to me. It is amazing. So those are two things I'm using for my lips to help them to be fuller. Now, sure, you can get injections, you can get fillers, all those things. I don't have any problem with women who do that. I am just choosing not to do that myself. And I find that this City Beauty City Lips Lip Plumper and the Night Oil are really giving me some amazing results. And that fuller mouth, of fuller lips, also getting rid of those lines that cause your lip color to bleed will really go a long ways towards making you look younger. And here's another tip though, as you're doing your lips, is to use a little liner. So I do use a lip liner. I go all the way out to the edges of my lips, even beyond them, because those creases, those little creases and cracks have diminished so much, I really can do that. So I draw a kind of a fuller lip with kind of a nude colored lip pencil. Then though, the trick of makeup artists is you go ahead and use that pencil to fill in all the rest of your lips too. And that way you don't end up with that line look on the outside. So then when you put on a color, it's just gonna go on so much better and you're not gonna have that outlined look. You'll just have really nice full looking lips. So I really wanna encourage you to try the City Beauty City Lips Night Oil. It is definitely worth a try, ladies. And if you'll use my coupon code K15, you will get 15% off at City Beauty on this night oil and actually everything else too. You can always use that for 15% off at City Beauty, which is so generous of them. But you're gonna love this night oil. It really makes a difference. But I suggest you get the night oil and the City Beauty City Lips Lip Plumper. Get both of those. And hey, get that City Lash too, because it is really working for me. Now I just have one more face beauty tip, and then we're gonna move on to some other things. But my next beauty tip is to add a little natural color to your face. So when you think about it, if you look at your grandchildren or even your younger children, maybe they're in their 20s or teens or whatever, when you look at their faces, especially if they've been out in the sun, if they've been active, if they've had a busy day, if they are healthy kids, then they have some color in their face. And so when we put on makeup, ladies, really our goal, I think for just like a normal day, not like a special event or something, but just, normal day makeup, my goal is simply to add some youthful, natural color back into my face. So I use a good foundation, and then I usually try to add some natural toned eyeshadow to the lids of my eyes. I usually keep it pretty soft and contouring to really open up my eyes. But then I add the color on my cheeks. I use a little blush like I'm done here. And then I also add that color using that blush for my cheeks. I also add a little bit to my forehead and then to the bridge of my nose. And the reason I do that is because that's where, if I were out in the sun or if I were exercising, I would get a little color. So that's where I add that color back in. So that, I think that's so smart, just to add a little bit of soft, rosy tones to your cheeks, your forehead, your nose. Now you don't want to overdo it, of course, on your forehead and your nose. You want to add a little bit more on your cheeks, just the top of your cheeks, and then just the slightest bit of pink on your nose and your forehead. Now we also, of course, can add some color at our lips. What you're doing, remember, is trying to restore your natural color. So really, you're going to look your youngest when you apply a lip color that looks like it could be your real lip color, but only intensified. So you want your lips to kind of look like maybe a child's does when they've been sucking on what do you call a popsicle, right? And their lips are just kind of vibrant cherry red. That is going to give us the most youthful appearance. Now, that's not to say that when we're over 50, we can't wear red lipstick or bright pink or orange lipstick. You certainly can. That may make you look more sophisticated. That may make you look elevated or very chic, but it's not going to make you look younger. Red lipstick is not going to make you look younger. That lipstick that kind of resonates with your natural, kind of cherry toned lips is going to make you look younger. Now, my next tip that we can do to look younger is the one I'm not going to do. And that is, you can color your hair. And you absolutely can. And let's face it, I'll be the first to admit that when you color your hair, when you maybe color it blonde again or more brunette again, you get the grays out, you are going to look younger. That's the truth. I'm not, but the fact that I have let my hair go gray is not because I think that that makes me look younger, because it doesn't. The truth is, if you do want to look your youngest, then you might want to color your hair. So last year for my daughter's wedding, she was married in May, I didn't color my hair, but I did add some highlights. So that, just adding that little bit of highlight, I think it did make my hair look brighter and a little bit more youthful, made me look a little bit younger. So that is an option. Now, if you don't want to color your hair, because I'm just kind of tired of it, I'm just done with it, I don't want to do it anymore, then the next thing you could do with your hair is to just get a more youthful do. And by that, I mean something that, has a lot of body, that looks a little bit more natural, that is soft around your face, that frames your face nicely, because a more youthful hairdo, a little bit more natural looking, a little bit more body, I got lots of body, then that is actually going to look more youthful. Tip number 6, we're moving away from the face and the hair and down to the fashions, and that is to wear something modern. I love having a classic wardrobe, and when you buy those classics, I think it's such a smart investment, but if you want to look younger, we need to wear at least something modern in our outfit. Now that could be all sorts of things. It could be some really modern looking sneakers. It could be a modern looking, I do think, like for instance, right now that's trending is a tank top and a blazer that is really very modern. A modern, blazer really is kind of an oversized or a relaxed fit blazer. So there are some modern things you could wear, but surely you know what I'm going to say is the easiest thing for us to put in our closet and wear that is modern and that's going to make the biggest impact is jeans. So if you wear jeans as much as I do, then get you some modern jeans. Now, if you still love your skinny jeans, I have a suggestion for you. And that is because they're not modern, okay? They're just not. You can absolutely still wear your skinny jeans. There is no style police who's going to come arrest you for wearing your skinny jeans. And if you think you look like the bomb in them, then you go for it. But let me suggest that a more modern silhouette would simply be a slim fit, straight leg jean. Because see, what's trending right now and what's modern in denim is a straight leg or a fuller leg or a relaxed fit. There's lots of things that are trending really in denim. Yes, distressing is still trending, and I actually love a little distressing. I'm not one to wear a whole lot of it, but I like a little distressing. I think my husband likes it fine too. I don't think he cares. He doesn't make fun of me for wearing it ever. And I just like it. So if you like a little distressing, then you should have the freedom to wear it. And don't let anybody poo-poo you for doing that, okay? Don't let anybody, ladies, shame you for wearing anything that is current and is modern. Don't let somebody tell you that you shouldn't do that, because they're just wrong. They're just wrong. So if you want to wear some modern jeans with a little bit of distressing, you go for it, because that will be that modern element that will help you to look more youthful. Other things that are trending in jeans are still those an unhemmed jean, the raw edge. I love that. I love it because as someone who is 5'8", I've always struggled with the length in jeans. Right now what's trending are ankle length jeans. I love that too. It really is on trend to show a little ankle, and it absolutely can be elongated. It is not going to make you look shorter. It's just not, especially if you wear a little bit of a heel or if you wear some kind of a sandal or a shoe with a pointy toe, something in a flesh tone. it is actually going to elongate your leg if you show a little bit of ankle. So if you will wear one of those modern silhouettes of jeans, that straight leg, that flare, that boot cut, even the wider leg if you want to, the relaxed fit if you want to, but at least give it a try with that slim fit, straight leg jean. Give that a try and see if you don't love it. Modern jeans will make you look younger. My next tip to make you look younger is to wear some colors that make you shine. Think about the colors that we associate with youth. And those would be green, because green signifies nature. It also, though, signifies growth, and that new growth, like spring. That's, when we see green, especially these cheerful greens or a Kelly green, that really makes us think growth and freshness. Pink and blue are obviously signals of youth, because that's what we dress our babies in, right? And so those are colors, pink and blue and green. And I'd also say maybe if you like yellow or orange, those are also youthful colors. Did you know that turquoise is almost universally flattering on every skin tone and color? Isn't that crazy? But it is. So those are some colors that you could add to your wardrobe or add to your outfit when you're trying to look younger. Now the truth is, I don't care to look younger every day. We all have different style goals on any given day. And some days, for instance, if you're going to work and in your work environment, you don't necessarily need to look younger. Maybe you need to look like you're in authority. Maybe you need to look like you're in charge. Maybe you need to look competent. So you don't want to wear springy green. You want to wear red or black or white, or, just something with some power behind it. So think about your style goals and leave other people alone and let them accomplish their own. But if you are trying to look younger, especially on a given day, maybe you're just, you're doing something fun with some friends and family, and you just want to look youthful and vibrant, then wear a color that looks great on you, that makes your eyes shine, that makes your skin pretty. Tip number 8, if you want to look younger, you want to look youthful, show some skin. Now, I know there's some problems with that. First of all, as we get older, we just get a little bit more modest, and that's perfectly fine. I'm all for that. I'm pretty covered up today. But the truth is, when we show a little skin, we actually do look a little younger. And I also, though, know that as we get older, we get less comfortable with our skin. We just got more moles and freckles and wrinkles and crepiness and all those things, and we get very self-conscious about it. But the truth is I've noticed that when I really cover up and I'm just all covered up, I actually look older. And then when I will expose a little bit more skin, especially as we're going into spring and summer, if I'll go ahead and bare my arms, even though I think I have really big arms, really big fat arms is what I think I have. But when I go ahead and bare my arms, I actually look in the mirror and I go, okay, you really don't look, your arms don't look fat. You actually look younger. You look a little bit more vibrant. You look healthier. You look more confident. And confidence comes across also as youthfulness. So just bearing a little bit of skin, so it could be wearing a V-neck and just exposing that skin on your décolleté, which is really a beautiful part of a woman, exposing your neck more, exposing your shoulders and your arms more, wearing those skirts or those shorts and exposing more of your legs and your feet, showing your ankle with those ankle-length jeans. Just showing a little bit of skin really can make you look more youthful. Tip number 9, get a good bra. Wear a good bra. So maybe it's time for a bra fitting. You know what happens as we get older, gravity sets in. And when you think about youthfulness, what do you think? Perkiness. Things are up where they're supposed to be, right? And so as gravity and age begin to take our bosom down, ladies, we got to bring them back up. Now, I'm small there, so I guess that's turned out to be a blessing after all, but especially if we are larger and we start to droop there, that's just not going to make us look younger. That's going to make us look older. So I really encourage you to make sure you're getting a good bra fitting at least once every couple of years, and especially if you've lost or gained weight recently, that's really important. Meanwhile, use those adjustments on those straps to pull them up, and you'll be amazed. It really can take about 5 years off visually just to have a good bra. And tip number 10 is to wear clothes that fit. Whether you have gained weight with age or lost weight with age, it's really important that our clothes fit. Looking either too thin or overweight is going to age us. Both are going to do that. We need to find that ideal weight, do our best to stay there. But meanwhile, on any given day, we need to wear clothes that fit. I can't lose 10 pounds today, but I can put on clothes that fit me and that are going to make me look healthy and actually younger. Now I have some bonus tips, and the first one has to do with how we move, because when you think about age, when you think about a young person as opposed to an older person, one of the distinctions is how they move, right? A younger person moves with a little bit more energy, a little bit more graceful perhaps, maybe they're a little bit faster, they have great balance, and as we get older, we lose some of our balance, our gait changes, our posture changes, just our certainty of step changes. So that's going to happen. It's just part of getting older, but we can do some things to work on that and to make some corrections. We can work on our posture. We can do our best to sit up straight, stand up straight, walk up straight. We can also exercise regularly, just exercising, lifting some weights, making sure that we get in some weight-bearing exercise too, like walking or jogging or, even just dancing. Those are things that are really good and going to improve your gracefulness and your surety of step and your balance and your mobility. But I also encourage you to work on stretches, maybe work on a bar routine or Pilates or just some good stretchings. Those are so good for us. Work on balance, work on standing on one leg for as long as you can, like I'm doing right now. I know you can't see that, but that's what I'm doing. Just that sort of thing is really going to help your gait, your movement, and it's going to make you more graceful and make you look younger. And then one more bonus tip is to smile and laugh more. I mean, when you're around your grandchildren or little children in your neighborhood, what are they doing? They're smiling, they're laughing. That's what we think of when we think of youth. We think of happiness and joy. And when we are women who have that kind of joy coming from our eyes and from our upturned lips, it's definitely going to make us look younger. Sometimes as we get older too, we start getting embarrassed of our teeth. You know what, don't need to do that. We need to do the best we can, take care of our teeth. We can use some whitening toothpaste. We can floss. I actually find that flossing helps to whiten my teeth more than whitening gels or anything else. Flossing goes a long ways. So take care of your teeth, take care of your smile, because smiling and laughing really will make you look younger. And my final tip is, this may really be a little sound different and a little off subject, but I just don't think it is, and that is to stay away from a critical spirit. I have kind of noticed that as we get older, we get grumpier, we get more critical of everybody around us and everything around us, and I think young people pick up on that. I think it is kind of a sign of age, and so I'm working really hard myself to not foster that critical spirit, but instead to go with the flow a little bit more, kind of let other people be in control and in charge at times, and I don't have to be, and my ideas don't have to be the right ones all the time. I'm really working on softening my spirit towards other people, and I think that will make me look younger. We're just gonna see. Well, I hope those tips were helpful, and remember to check out those City Beauty products that I mentioned, especially that night oil. Use my code K15 when you shop City Beauty, and I think you'll really like the results you get. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to subscribe. I upload new videos every Wednesday talking about beauty and fashion tips for women over 50. Thanks for being with me today, ladies. I'll see you again really soon.